Everyone, it's Young Doc Sienna Rampula here with the first episode of the Actually series. This series is for people who look at the easy questions and know there are more than one answer, and it'll make a Young Doc go, actually. For this episode, we are going to be looking at the question, what are the primary colors? In grammar school, Holmdel students learn the primary colors. And when I ask them, it seems like an easy question.
So what are the primary colors?
Red, yellow, and blue.
Red, blue, yellow, right?
Red, blue, and yellow.
Red, blue, green, yellow. That's all I know.
Do you know what green is made out of?
Paint.
I mean, the question was easy for almost everyone. I mean, if you answered red, yellow, and blue, you're like most people. But there are some kids who take physics that are a few steps ahead.
What are the primary colors?
In physics or like in art?
That was honestly the perfect answer. Tara, what are the primary colors?
Of like light?
Cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Oh, for like science. Yeah, I've heard of that before.
We need to get a rundown of the basics first before we dive any deeper into this question. Holmdel High School art teacher Mrs. Lagoa helps us with the general idea of color and the ideas behind the color wheel.
Primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. For the most part, we use that guide when teaching the color wheel. The primary colors are the three main colors that we get all other colors from by mixing them.
All right, so what do the mixing primaries do?
The mixing primaries are specific colors that get the best appearance for the color combinations. For instance, if I'm using just a typical red and a blue color that's not typically the turquoise blue or the magenta, you would get a purple, but it wouldn't be as vibrant as the colors that would be generated by using those colors. Magenta is considered the true red, and then the cyan, the yellow, and then that blue that we don't typically associate with the true blue, like the ultramarine, is used because it gets the best quality of the color mixing.
Now we know the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue for paint. Simple, right? So for a printer, we use red, yellow, and blue, right? Well, that's not red. And technically, that's not blue either. Graphic design teacher Mr. Mazzio has more to say.
Okay, we have actually cyan, CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. The K is black. It's a different printing mixing system, basically. All the colors are broken down from those four colors.
Thanks, Mr. Mazzio. There must be a reason that all of this happens. I mean, why else would our grammar school art teachers say there was only three primary colors, which are red, yellow, and blue, but science says different? My honors physics teacher, Mr. Keller, has more to say.
When a physics person talks about the primary colors for light, here's what they're saying. The idea is this, and this is something that Isaac Newton knew about. Our perception of all the colors can be created with just three colors of light combining. All of the color sensations are called a set of primary colors. But the classic ones that we use are red, blue, and green because they correspond to what our eyes can see. If we have green and red, then we see yellow. I know that's not what they teach in art class. In art class, you don't say green and red make yellow, you say blue and yellow make green, but now you're not talking about light, you're talking about paint, and they're two different things. What we're doing now is called additive mixing of light. When we additively blend the three colors, we see white. Right? Now I want to show you another quick website to try to illustrate this. This is what happens if you mix the different colors of light. You can think of these as spotlights. If I have a red spotlight, a blue spotlight, and a green spotlight, when the blue and the green overlap, we see cyan, magenta, yellow, and then when all three overlap, we see white. And again, we can mess with the intensities of the different three primary colors for light to generate all the possible other colors that we're interested in. When it comes to mixing paints, it is a subtractive process. Cyan paint absorbs red. Yellow paint absorbs, well, yellow is the red and the green, so this absorbs blue. Oh, and by the way, in here we're absorbing all three.
And that's black.
Because now if all the light's being absorbed, nothing's being reflected. Some things that you can ponder to help you understand this. You have to remember that the color that an object is not the color it absorbs, it's the color that it reflects.
That question wasn't as easy as you thought, right? There are more than one ways to answer what is a primary color. And I mean, people are going to still say that the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. I mean, it's inevitable. But here's a shout out to all the young docs that can school them with this, actually. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm Young Doc Santa Rampula.